the biggest possible Pokemon leak that has ever happened might have just happened. We're talking about leaks for Generation 11. And by the way, if you don't know what generation we're on right now, we're on Generation 9. That was Scarlet and Violet. Generation 11. So not even the next generation. The generation after that, we're getting leaks for that. This is insane. And if you want to find out about more leaks, well, in this video, we're going to have scrapped content from everything from Sword and Shield all the way up to Legends ZA. A lot of info about Generation 10. Info on Pokemon Legends 3. Info on a multi-region remake. I'm talking about Kanto, Sinnoh, Hoenn, and Johto all put together into one Pokemon game. And lastly, info about a Generation 5 remake and how they are claiming for it to be the greatest thing they've ever made. Let's start off with Sword and Shield. There's tons and tons, and I'm gonna have it on the screen right now. Scrapped content of all sorts of things of Sword and Shield. It's crazy right now on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, I'm sure if you've seen the news, then you've probably seen some of the info. If I'm telling you, just go on Twitter, just look up Central Leaks, and you will find all sorts of scrapped content of Sword and Shield. Originally, apparently, it was gonna have a Titan type, and the budget was $16 million for this game for Sword and Shield. And originally it was called Pokemon King and Queen as well. For Legends Arceus, we didn't get leaked a lot of info other than it had a budget of 13 million. Now for Legends 2 or Legends ZA, we have an estimate budget of 13 million. Basically the same as Legends Arceus. And originally it was actually gonna be two games, two Legend game, Legend Ho-Oh and Legends Lugia for the 20th anniversary of Gold and Silver, but it kept getting delayed, so it couldn't make it in that 2024 time. So obviously now it's coming literally tomorrow when I'm recording this. Pokemon Champion was originally supposed to release this year in 2025, but problems arose, got pushed back. The mobile UI was leaked as well. Pokopia, if you remember that from the last direct, apparently started development in 2021, but because they wanted to reuse Let's Go assets, but I guess they're not doing it anymore. They scrapped that idea, and apparently it's gonna get DLC, but it did get scrapped, but you know, it's being revived for the Switch too, so we'll see how they do with that. Now, from this point onward is where we're going to get the heavy leaks. Like crazy, I'm talking about crazy type of stuff. We're talking about the fact that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had budget of $21 million. We're talking right now on the screen, Beta Team Star Pictures. And apparently there's only originally going to be 4 gyms that were optional, and 4 gyms you had to do, but I guess they scrapped the idea, and I guess they were going to make an app on your phone called Pokewalker where you could connect your Pokemon on your phone to the game, but I guess they scrapped that. And now the biggest leak to come out of the Scarlet and Violet part is that the DLC caused them so many issues behind the scenes. The planned budget was $3 million. The actual DLC budget ended up being $9 million. They went so overboard that it actually halted development on the Scarlet and Violet DLC. So now they actually are assuming DLC will be made for any other Pokemon game that they ever make, because it was just such an issue for them, I guess, technically. And the DLC was also originally supposed to be set in Kalos and Alola, but I guess they changed it midway, so oh well. Now, this is what you came for. Generation 10 leaks. It will be called Pokemon Wind and Wave. Codenamed Gaia, however you say it. It's releasing as soon as next year. It has a budget of $20 million. Directed by Shigeru Omori, which is the same guy that's directed like the past 4 Pokemon games. Gonna use a new engine. There's plenty of screenshots like I'll show on screen right now going around, and apparently it started in Greece, but I guess they changed where it's based off of to Indonesia and Southeast Asia. The theme is infinity, so like the region will expand infinitely and the gameplay will be able to be done infinitely, and Pokemon will be like evolve infinitely, whatever that means. And apparently the gimmick in this game is gonna be like weather moves, so they'll use like storm or like, I don't know, like tsunami, stuff like that. The whole point is, I guess, surviving in the jungle and exploring underwater. Apparently the final boss is going to be like Breath of the Wild, where it's like you can just go beat him right away. The team is called Land Development Team. That's interesting. And apparently all the Pokemon that are huge will be rideable and all small Pokemon will be pittable. DLC is already presumed to be in 2027. Now, the next big leak, Legends 3, which will be apparently Legends Galar, which is they're really bouncing back and forth with their legend, like where it takes place, but hey, I'll take it. It's going to release in 2027, but it might get pushed back later. So that is already possible, according to them. There's screenshots and concept art already thrown out there. Apparently the story will be to create the first Gigantamax ball, which is cool. And it was inspired by Xenoblade Chronicles X, at least the fighting part of it. Now this one is the one I am personally the most excited for. A Pokemon multi-region remake. So it's codenamed Seed right now, and it's supposedly supposed to release in 2028, but same as Legends 3, Galar might be pushed beyond that. It's going to be from Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, Sinnoh. It's going to be all 4 gens all in one game, and it's going to be an MMO. So that is really crazy. Now, Gen 11. The only thing that got leaked is the possible release date of 2030. That's what they're aiming for, but we'll see what happens. That not actually that much info, unfortunately, on Gen 11, but you know, they got to focus on Gen 10 first. I mean, it's 10th generation. There's nothing bigger, and there won't be anything bigger probably ever for Pokemon. Like, that's a double-digit gen. And lastly, Generation 5 remakes. Actually, more info on this than Gen 11, which is kind of weird because Gen 5 will technically It's the only one that doesn't have like a release date even like planned at all. Like it's just like an idea that's been mentioned among the leaks. And because of this, a lot of people are thinking it'll probably be for Switch 3 because of how full Pokemon Schedule really is for developing games right now for the Switch 2. And they even admitted that they sacrificed Generation 4 to make Generation 5, which I could think is kind of funny. But what's not funny is that they banned Masuda which is the guy who made like all the good games of Pokemon, like all the older games. They banned him just for making the games because he was just too good. It was just too goated. He had too much power at Game Freak. So that's why we have the new director. But like, okay, so now he's directing all these games, which no one has said they're good, but he's directed them. And so is he going to have too much power? So are they going to get rid of him? Like, are they just going to change the director every like 4 Pokemon games, every 5 Pokemon games? Like, I don't understand what's happening here. But anyways, that's all the leaks. And this is actually part of the same leaks from like a couple months ago where Game Freak really put the freak in Game Freak, where, you know, there was a lot of old stuff happening, but I guess they're releasing it now because I don't know, that's when the leakers decided to release it. But this was actually data mined a long time ago. It's just now coming out. Let me know what you're excited for. Subscribe. I'm out of here.